G'day everybody and welcome back to the wilder side. I know a few of you have been keeping up with the 100 baby challenge, and I'm really loving all of your hints and tips for me. They're making my game so much easier. I really appreciate it. Thank you. But today I have something completely new for you. This is a brand new challenge. Nobody else has played it. It is based on, well, inspired by, let's say, not even based on, inspired by Snazzy Tazzy's Gold Digger Challenge and also Simalot's Black Widow Challenge. And I will have links to their challenges in the down there, so do check them out. This one, however, and as I'm sure you've already worked out from the title of the video, is the Helloween Queen challenge. So, today's video is going to be an introduction to the challenge, a little bit of an overview of this world that you can see here with all of these houses, and also the first little part where we build our queen house. Okay, so the blurb is the Helloween Queen has come to town. She wants money and she doesn't care who she has to kill to get it. Lots of it. Other people are just a means to an end, and her goal is to have the biggest house in the world and have more money than anyone else. She doesn't care for anyone else except her children. She is fiercely and ferociously protective of them and looks forward to the day when they too go out into their own worlds and take them over. So, the Helloween Queen, it's not meant to be quick or easy. This challenge has not just the challenge of accumulating wealth, it also has a point system where you can assume wealth or get equivalent wealth from the points that you score. So it doesn't mean that she has to have 1,000 simoleons in her bank. It just means that her house, the simoleons that she's got in the bank, and her points, which will equal simoleons, all need to add up to 1 million simoleons. Now, point scoring is a little bit low, and I will link the actual full details of the challenge in the down below. But if you're smart, and I'm not sure that I am, let's just get that out there. If you're smart, I think you can earn enough points to make this a totally achievable goal in one Sim's lifetime. Now, the goal of the challenge is to be, as we've already discussed, is to be worth 1 million simoleons. So your queen's worth is calculated by including the value of the home that your queen is living in, point simoleons earned, and it's simoleons with an air quotes there, and actual simoleons. To do this, okay, to achieve this, your queen has decided that she must marry as many husbands as possible, kill them off, and inherit their money. Only way. Your Helloween Queen, one of the goals is also to improve the house, building it bigger, and filling it with more things so it can be considered the biggest mansion in all the land. So for the purposes of this, we are going to be trying to build a super mansion. Okay, so I just want to take a moment here to say, for the purposes of writing the rules and for the purposes of communicating my idea, I've referred, and I will continue to refer to the Helloween Queen as she, and the Sims that she marries as he and husband. However, you can choose whatever gender you like for your queen, and the gender of the partners they marry, it does not matter to this challenge. This is all inclusive. Your guy can be a queen, call him a king if you like, that's fine. And there are no gender restrictions on potential husbands regardless of the gender of your queen. I have made a female queen just because I get confused and I'm likely to trip up and, you know, get it all confused and won't be able to work out where I am. So I've created a female queen. But if I like, I can marry another female, kill her off, inherit her money. It's totally fine. Okay, so your goal is to trample over everybody. Well, not trample over, kill them basically, in any way you like, and be worth 1 million simoleons. So there are a couple of restrictions, and I'll go through some of the more pertinent rules, but you can read a fuller list. As I said, the link will be down in there. The one big thing that the queen can't be is a vampire, because vampires are immortal. None of that. Okay, and you can choose anything you like as far as her aspirations and traits, except any aspirations and or traits that require your queen to be a vampire. So you can't choose the aspiration to be the biggest, baddest vampire around, okay? Because you can't. You must, however, include the romantic trait as one of your queen's traits, but you can choose anything else, okay? Lifespan must be set to normal, and aging of other Sims in the wider world must be on. And also, one of the more important considerations is that once your queen moves into a lot, that's where she stays. Her husband's moving with her. She can't move lots. She can't move worlds, nothing. You can move into any lot in any land you have available, but once you choose it, that's where you stay. And you know what? I would love to hear what lot you chose if you're going to play this. Also, you can choose any lot traits you like, except penny pixies and gnomes. Now the idea is that you have to use gameplay to achieve this goal, the 1 million simoleons. So you're absolutely free to use mods and CC as much as you wish. However, you cannot use the portions of mods that take away from the gameplay and make it easier for your queen, for example, to cheat to pay bills, or to cheat up her all of her needs. Okay, and on that note, there are also pack specific rules. Again, as if your queen accidentally becomes a vampire, I don't know if they can accidentally become a vampire. I think you have to choose it, even if they get bitten. But your challenge halts. You must use gameplay to return your queen to human form. You cannot earn points. Well, I guess you could earn simoleons, but you cannot also look for a new husband while your sim is a vampire. You can, however, marry vampires or any other occult sim if you wish. Your queen just can't be one. And also, with regards to pack specific, if you have Realm of Magic, you cannot use any spells to increase your queen's worth. For example, I can hear you all going, ooh, 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 copy pasto. No copy pasto, because that's a little bit of a cheaty, non-cheaty cheat. And you also can't use spells to fix your needs, like Scrubbery Do, I think it's called, to get all your needs back up in the green. And so no mods or no portions of mods that contribute to your queen's wealth, to her relationships. So no instant woohoos, you know what I'm saying? No forcing marriages, no forcing children, no forcing triplets, anything like that. Has to be natural. By all means, use the gameplay to try and get twins or triplets if you choose to have children, but no using mods, okay? And the first and most important, no money cheats, because this is a money goal. Okay, we also, because it's a money goal, you may absolutely use the move objects cheat to build creatively, because we want a pretty house, we want a pretty mansion stuffed to the gullets with all of the fanciest stuff that she can find, but you may not use ignore gameplay unlocks entitlement. You may not use show hidden objects, and you may not use show live edit objects for a number of reasons. The ignore gameplay unlock means that you get access to items that you haven't achieved through gameplay and potentially can sell them for a higher level of simoleons. So no to that one. Show hidden objects. Those objects are things that your sim has to go out and find, earn, be given as a gift, collect, etc. And the show live edit objects, if you're using the build mode stuff, for the most part, it's worth 0 simoleons. So it will not add to the value of your sim's house and ultimately that 1 million simoleon goal. Okay, so your queen basically is, before she marries her first husband, she may not get a job at any stage in her life. No job. No in-home job where you are a freelancer or an author, no painter, no nothing. However, before she marries her first husband, you may absolutely go out into the wild world and collect all the collectibles you can. You may start a garden, but once she's married, your queen may no longer look after the garden. She has to get somebody else to do that for her. One of the aims is for your queen to have as many social gatherings as possible, and the only place she will earn points for social gatherings, but the only place she will earn points for them is if she has them at the home lot. You can't earn points for a social gathering at the local park. So you want to earn points for your wedding? You've got to have it at home. You've got to throw a wedding party, and there are bonus points for things that can happen. Like, for example, there will be bonus points if your social event earns, a silver medal or a gold medal. There'll also be bonuses if sims die at your social event. And can anybody say pufferfish nigiri? Just saying. There will be obviously points scored for each husband that she marries and points scored for each husband that she kills. You will earn points for having biological children. You may absolutely adopt children, but you won't get points for them. You have to work for it. Okay? And another thing that's really important as part of the challenge is that you need to build a little graveyard on your lot, and you need to keep the graves of your every dearly departed husband and sim that dies on your lot need to be kept in the graveyard. And you'll gain points for every one of your ghost husbands that reappear on your home lot. There is no limit to the number of marriages that your queen can have, and as I said, lifespan must be set to normal, so there is no set life phase where she needs to achieve this. If she achieves the 1 million simoleons the day before she dies as an elder, then you've won the challenge. If she dies as an elder being worth 999,999 simoleons and you're missing that one, you fail. So you see where I'm going? So some of the points that you can score is for each level in cooking and charisma gained as a young adult. They stop gaining you points once you reach an adult, so work on those skills. 1,000 points in the point scoring thing for every woohoo when your queen is not married or is between husbands. So get on that. There is also bonus points for having killed other sims that aren't your husband. There is points for cheating on your husband, but you lose points if you get caught cheating. Okay, so, and also because we are helping the Grim Reaper do his job, if you manage to marry him, there is a 10,000 point bonus if you marry the Grim Reaper, and there is a 50,000 point bonus if you kill him at your wedding, at the wedding where you marry him. Again, can I save half a fish nigiri? I don't want to play your game for you. There are only a couple of instances that will cause you to lose points. And one of those is you will lose points if your children, one of your children, biological or adopted, even though you can't gain points for an adopted child, you can lose points for them if they die on your lot. Now, those of you who are keeping up with the 100 baby challenge might just know what I'm talking about. Not even going to say that. Not even going to say anymore. This also includes adult offspring who come home to visit. So if little Johnny, who you've sent out into the world, comes home to visit and carks it on your home lot, you lose points. You also lose points if you have a child taken by the authorities. Now, that's 10,000 points, 10,000 simoleons that you would lose if you have a child taken away. So think very carefully about your choice to have children. If you're going to have them, make sure you look after them. And there's also a point loss if you get caught cheating on your husband. Feel free to cheat, just don't get caught. Okay, she really is the queen from hell. All right, she don't care. They're just a means to an end. So you can choose to be other occults, but as I mentioned already, as far as spellcasters are concerned, not using the parts of it that help with their money or their needs or their relationships. You have to do that. You have to play it. Something also to note is, like, if you're going to have a pet, you can absolutely have a pet. You don't have to have a full household. You don't have to have 10 children. You don't have to have 100 children. It's up to you. But if you're going to have a pet, before you marry your first husband, you can send your pet out hunting for things. But once you get married for the first time, you can no longer send your pet out to hunt. You can, however, accept any random gifts that your pet brings home for you. And they may or may not be valuable. Sometimes they bring valuable feathers back. Sometimes they bring you back, a ball or a poop or whatever. You may absolutely use those or sell or whatever if they bring them randomly. So, feel free. There's a note about Winterfest. I know you can buy from build and buy mode. You can buy a pile of presents. Those of you who have been watching my 100 Baby Challenge might know about the pile of presents. Your queen may only purchase a pile of presents during Winterfest. Not during winter, only the day of Winterfest. She may open a present from the pile of presents as many times as you want. When Winterfest ends, that pile of presents needs to go into the household inventory or be sold. She can no longer get any more gifts from it, but if she does manage to catch Father Winter, she can absolutely ask him for a gift as well. And hell, get his number while he's there, if you know what I'm saying. So, that's just a brief overview of the challenge. You need to be worth 1 million simoleons before you die. Simple. And you can basically marry, kill, whatever, anybody in the process of that. So, I moved my queen, as you can see, into Newcrest, and this is her here, Aradia Starless. But what I did was I filled up every lot in the neighbourhood with all of these homes over here are ones that I've built, and I think this one is 2, yes. What the game will do is fill these houses with Sims, so that you will have other Sims, not just your usual townies coming in. This provides a wealth of opportunity for Sims that your Sim can meet, marry, have other relationships with, cheat on their husbands, etc. And if you have aging on, and it is a requirement of the challenge, then those Sims will age up. I mean, you know, it's much easier to kill an elder on a treadmill than it is to kill a fit young person. Just saying. And you will have a constantly evolving little community there that that your queen can take advantage of. And she's the queen after all, and these are her, you know, her tools, her means to her end. So, and you will see, like, I've placed this house already, and I was in game. I have actually, you can see here, there's a little wall. I'm not sure if what size you're watching this on, but this is where I took a photograph of her. So I was in game long enough to take a photo for the thumbnail, and already this house has been filled by the game with a family that I didn't create. So let me introduce you to what is in the neighborhood. We have some of my houses that you may have seen in my speed build, Arcade's Delight, modern almost mansion, cozy family home with a detached garage, cozy craftsman, our super starter, and our suburban with a secret. You may or may not recognize it. Now, these three houses here are from some of my favorite simmers. I believe this one is from Deligracy, this one is from Lil Simsy. I think this one might be also from Deligracy. And I will put links to their channel, and if I can find them, the speed builds or links to the download from the gallery for those particular items. Now, over here, these little lots here, we have like a commercial district or a community district. We have a pool. Now again, I apologize. I will try and find the links to these. So if you recognize these as your build, please let me know. If I haven't given you credit, I completely apologize. Totally not I had a brain fart and didn't take notes about the ones that I downloaded. We have the Art Shed, which is gorgeous. We have the Night Light Cinema Club, which was built by Lil Simsy. And this one is the Junker Bunker. It is a residential lot built by me. And for those of you who have seen it, I showcased it a few weeks back. So this is our Queen's community. This is where she's going to live, and this is where all of those Sims that she is going to love, leave, and possibly bury, a lot of them will be living here. So let's get to it. Let's introduce you to Arcadia Starless. And you can see what traits I have given my house lot and what traits I have given her. You do not have to follow these traits. The only one you're required is that romantic trait. And we will load any day now. I have discovered the more lots you have on your property, yes, and yes, the only mod that I have is the MC Command Center, and that simply is so that because I'm playing the 100 Baby Challenge at the same time, it's much easier to remove people from the let's modify in CAS. So you can see, we'll have a quick look at her and a quick look. Okay, Aradia Starless. Okay, she is a serial romantic, which gives her the alluring trait as well. She is a romantic. She's outgoing and she is self-absorbed. Now, another really good trait I think would be materialistic. Her usual clothing, this is one of her party outfits. She, as you can see, I've given her several outfits. Okay, I thought I'd X'd it then. That's her everyday outfits. I like for them to just randomly appear. And on a side note, I have a skirt identical to that, so yay Sims. For her formal, again, she's going to be socializing, so I want her to have more than one option. And by all means, give your Sims as many, sets of clothing as possible. We're not going to be doing a lot of working out because, let's face it, the only time we'll be going to the gym is if we are looking for a hunky guy or girl to hit on. Her gym jams, again, I like them to have choices. And also, we're trying to invite partners into that part of the house, if you know what I'm saying. She has more party outfits. I love these tops. I think they came with Island Living. So cute, so boho, so pretty. Different looks depending on the party that she is going to have. I've tried to avoid a colour theme. So I've tried to give her as many different looks as possible. Cute little pantsuit, nothing that I would wear, but a recurring colour is red. I do apologise, but it is one of my favourite colours, and what can I say? Do you know what I mean? She looks good in any colour. Alright, so cute. And again, for the hot, love this little outfit. I think that was a there you go, get to town. City living, sorry, what am I saying? Get to town. Good grief. Cute little shorts. She will absolutely be seen around the house while her husband is out there working to support her in the manner to which she wishes to become accustomed. Cute little suit. Yellow's not my favourite colour, but we do have to mix it up. And the cold weather stuff, again, I love, it's a bit of a, we'd call it a bogan, you might call it a redneck or something. Wearing leggings with some sort of top, and I like there was different colours. I thought it was a really cute look for winter, so as you can see it appears in all three of them, but they're three different looks for winter. And that is our queen.